Welcome into 12 News at 9. I'm Michael Schwenke in for Rachel tonight. Tonight, teachers at another area school saying they are frustrated over their contract negotiations. This after several meetings with the Haysville School District have left them without a new contract. Brandon Stitt talked with a teacher and a parent about why the issue is so important to them.
Haysville teachers and the Haysville School District have been at the negotiating table 8 times, and teachers tell me they still don't agree.
I teach high school math at Campus High School. This is my 11th year teaching at campus.
For Haysville teacher Riley Finkel, money was never a thought.
I didn't get into teaching to make money. I wanted to help kids.
But with the recent rise in health insurance costs for Haysville teachers, money is becoming much more important.
I know some teachers in the district who have spouses and kids and family plans went up $250 a month.
And with the current 4% raise offered to the teachers,
most of that wouldn't even cover the hike in insurance.
Insurance isn't the only concern for teachers. They say with the district's current pay scale, teachers with years of service aren't getting what they should.
Especially for some of the more experienced teachers that have been here 20, 25 years, some of them are not bottomed out.
And according to teachers, how the district places them in the pay scale with time in the district compared to newcomers is not consistent.
There are teachers that have come from other districts that are placed correctly.
Teachers aren't alone. Angie Bega's kids go to Haysville schools.
They're shaping the future of Haysville.
And Angie is afraid for that future.
I'm worried that if these negotiations aren't handled appropriately, we're going to continue to have a mass exodus of staff.
In Haysville, Brandon Stitt, 12 News.
We did reach out to the Haysville School Board members and the district. They say they offered a package with a 4% salary increase, and they maintain a consistent policy regarding salary increases that factors in years of service and education. With the rising insurance costs, the district says it is seeking solutions with its program.